What's up, everyone? This is author Calvin W. Allison, and I just wanted to talk to you about my new book that is out. I've already made it known that this book is out. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about it. The Sunset of Science and the Risen Son of Truth. If you haven't gotten you a copy of this book yet, you need to get you a copy because it is a very thought-provoking and insightful work that took me a long time to put together. The publication process and the editing and the getting all the research together for this book was a lengthy process, and I got it done. It was a lot to get done, but I enjoyed it, and it was a fun experience, and it came out good. I'm satisfied with the way it came out, and I highly recommend it. It will meet expectations. I have said over and over again, this will be one of the most thought-provoking works of literature that you will ever read, and I will stand by that. This is a very thought-provoking work, and that was my intention, to make it thought-provoking. I know that I talk about a lot of subjects that are sometimes controversial, and you just kind of have to expect that when you talk about diverse subjects, you're going to meet confrontation and you're going to meet criticism from the public, and that's just something you can expect, and I get that. I'm a Christian, I'm a scholar, I meet the criteria of 2 Timothy 2:15. I've studied the Bible in depth, and I know my subject matter. When I talk about things, the Bible is my, that's my favorite subject, and that's the subject where I have the most knowledge, and where I've gotten the most knowledge, and God has really given me knowledge into the scriptures and revelation. But I also like to go into other subjects, and in my thinking and in how it actually is, everything is centered on the gospel. No matter what I go into, it's to try to lead people to the gospel. Whether it be even through politics, we as Christians and just as people in general, anybody, you have a right to express yourself and to go into, you have to go into thinking, and you have to look at things from a perspective of what's right and what's wrong. And politics is something that's important. You have to be careful with how you talk about politics, because it can easily offend someone in a lot of areas and stuff. But you have to speak out for what's right. And so, right is in a lot of different subject matter. What's right, what's wrong. You have to determine these things and everything. And so, I want to encourage people to speak up for what's right. And so, when you do that, you're going to get into a lot of controversial subject matter. And my intention is not to stir up things in a negative way, it's to stir up things in a positive way. And so, I wrote this book. I want people to think outside of the box. I want people to expand their thought process so that they can see things more clearly. There's a lot of people out there that the mainstream media pushes, and that different people push because they're voices that align with their agenda or how they want to get people to start thinking, which is natural because everybody wants everybody else to think like they do, right? You really do. And people can say, well, this and that, but everybody kind of wants everybody else to think like they do. It's just kind of natural for people to do that. And if you say you don't, you really do, because if you disagree with somebody, then automatically you're pretty much saying you want them to believe like you do. That's just how it is. You disagree with somebody, you automatically think to yourself, I want them to agree like I do. So you disagree with them, right? It's the way it is. People want people to think like they do. But what you have to start understanding, and you got to get this, you have to get this, not everybody's going to think like you do. It's just the way it is. Get used to it. Accept it. Deal with it. You're going to have to mature and learn to just deal with that. I don't agree with a lot of people. I don't agree with a lot of things. And you're just going to have to deal with it. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm here. I'm in this world right at the moment. And you're just going to have to deal with that. And we have to learn to live with each other and to accept that people think differently and that people, their minds are programmed differently. I have noticed this. It's neat to me to understand, to know that people just are programmed differently. There's people that do jobs that are necessary jobs that I could not do, and I respect that, because people have to do what they are led to do. And there are some people that just do certain jobs that I could never do, and I do things that other people couldn't do. And it's neat the way that all works. But we also think differently. Here's the thing. You can't change how someone thinks. They have to come to these things and realizations on their own, and they have to decide for themselves what's right and what's wrong. And so you just have to deal with that. Not everybody's going to believe like everybody else. Not everybody's going to think like everybody else. I encourage people to think like I think. I know I'm right. I know I'm right. But if you disagree with me, hey, that's your deal. You can disagree with me, and that's fine. I have no problem with you. You disagree with me, that's fine. You're still a person. I still respect you. But yeah, I'm going to encourage people to believe like I believe, because I know that I'm right. I believe in the Bible. I, represent what's in the Bible. I have thought about this. I have researched this. I have gone into in-depth research, and I have sought God myself. I've sought Him out. I have sought Him out, and I have looked for these answers, and I have found them. He has showed this to me. I've evaluated the scriptures. I know they're true. They are true documented accounts of historical events. I know that. The Bible is true. I have researched it. I have thoroughly researched the evidence. I know it's true. If you know me, you know that I stand by all my views. My strongest critics, when they respond, I reply back. If you know me, if you follow my page, you know that I stand by my views, and they stand, and they always will. Truth, I just speak the truth. It's easy to stand with truth because I just speak it. It's the truth. It's not something that's been tailored. People who tailor these things, people who tailor things like things that aren't true, they have to carefully strategize and tailor these things. And then when people start trying to stand by what they're saying, they usually have to go to all these different references, and this person has degrees, and they say, well, they have a degree, so they're right, or they start, trying to go to different resources, and they try to present that. They don't think for themselves. They just go and grab what they say, and they just try to go to references and stuff. And it's like it's a tangled up mess. But I have studied the scriptures. I know what's right and what's wrong. A lot of times, what's right is just common sense. And so it's real easy to stand for what's right as far as presenting the truth, and in public, I stand by my views. It's just the truth, and the truth is easy for me to stand with. People who don't stand of truth, they usually won't respond back to the people who follow their pages. Most public figures will not respond to their fans and to the people who follow their pages. I'm different. I respond. I like to communicate with people because I genuinely want to point people in the right direction. And so I don't mind responding. I'm a busy person. I work a full-time job, and I still write. I put out a book every year. The first year I came into publication, professional publication, was 2011. I put out 2 books, and I've been putting out a book every year since. And I work a full-time job. So I'm a busy person, but I still take time. I spend a lot of time responding to people online. I talk to a lot of people in person, but I talk to a lot of people online too. On my page and messaging, I have lots of people messaging me. Lots of people. And I talk to a lot of people in just messages that you will never see. But I talk to them, they message me, and they don't go in public and talk on the public forum, but they choose to message me. And I talk to a lot of people. I spend a lot of time in messaging, talking to people, and I spend a lot of time in the open. I prefer to have open discussion on my page where it's out in the open, and you see those. I have a lot of discussions where you see them, and I stand by my views. I stand by them. But if you want to private message me, I'll talk with you. If you want to talk to me about something, if you disagree with something I say, private message me, and I'll talk with you. Be respectful. I'm a respectful person. Be respectful, and I will be respectful back. I get a lot of negative comments. Sometimes it's hard for me to respond in a respectful way. Sometimes it's hard for me to do that, but I do. I do my best because I get a lot of people that talk to me. A lot of people really have some have some really negative stuff to say to me, but I do my best to respond as respectful as I can. But I'm respectful, and I respect people's opinions and stuff. And if you have a disagreement with me, just talk to me, and I'll talk with you back. But I spend a lot of time talking to people, and I want to get people. I want to point people in the right direction. I want to give them the truth because I represent the truth. And anyway, I talk about different subjects. I'm interested in different subjects, and I like talking to people. And anyway, I just want to encourage you to get this book if you have not gotten it. I publish these books to get them out, to get information out. I write in different styles. This book it's got a lot of different styles in it. I write in so many different styles, and I want to make it interesting, and I want to open up your understanding on a lot of different issues. So anyway, check this book out. Check it out. Get you a copy of it. It's an ebook, and it's in paperback. So get you a copy, it's a big, thick book. It's thick. It's over 500 pages, so it'll keep you busy for a while. And just really look into it, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope it opens up your mind to a bunch of different ways of understanding things, and I hope that you just I hope you get a lot from it. I think you will. I'm very confident that you will. I post a lot of it online. You can go to my Goodreads site and see a lot of quotes that I put out on it. I try to put out as much as I can. I try to put out a lot of it just on my page and stuff because I like to get it out. So you've probably seen a lot of it on my page. I posted a lot of excerpts on my page, and I probably will post more in the future because I like to share with people. But anyway, get you a copy if you haven't got a copy yet. It's a good one. All right, thanks guys. I will talk to you next time.